Dr. John Francis Thrash was born and grew up in Odessa, Texas. Despite his family being in the oil and gas business, he decided to chart a career in the medical field. He attended Trinity University as an undergraduate, majoring in chemistry, before studying medicine at Baylor College of Medicine, where he obtained his MD. Following several years of practice as a physician in Houston, Dr. Thrash joined his parents' local enhanced oil recovery business full-time, just in the wake of the 1980s oil price collapse. Dr. Thrash quite successfully managed the company in avoiding bankruptcy and was proud of this accomplishment, especially as he was able to leave the company's vendors whole, a rare outcome in this period of energy industry. When the dust of the collapse finally settled, he was sitting in the bar of his favorite Mexican restaurant to overhear a group of industry titans who were bragging about the size of their bankruptcies, at which point he said to himself, "You fool, you were supposed to go bankrupt." However, as an enhanced oil recovery was no longer economic, he changed the focus of the company to natural gas storage. Thus enabled the United States to create a reserve to overcome fluctuations, and subsequently his company has been involved in the operation, acquisition, and sale of more than 20% of the new natural gas storage in the United States. And this theme is, if you like, a pivoting point in his career. In the wake of these challenges, he really looked at how to solve additional global problems. And it's that inspiration of both industry and academia, which is very hard to define in these times. From his storage experience in the United States and developing natural gas, he looked to how to store and sequester CO2, one of the biggest global problems we now face. He's positioned his company as being green long before the majors such as Total and BP, and his experiences really led him to the creation of his newest venture, which is called VLSD Technologies. For the last few years, Dr. Thrash has promoted new approaches to carbon capture and sequestration using the experience from natural gas storage. In other words, he's changed his business from storing one type of carbon, methane, to another type, carbon dioxide. His environmental standards is evidenced in the construction of operation of his company, including global best practices relative to all environmental impact, such as land protection, sound and light abatement, emissions, and material safety. His goal has been to demonstrate that carbon sequestration as a solution to the major environmental challenge of our time can be economically viable. Dr. Thrash has served in numerous advisory roles and presented to a broad range of US and international regulatory agencies, as well as to public forums on scientific and energy-related topics. He was a major supporter and donor for President Obama in both presidential campaigns, and in this way he has a connection with another of our Swansea fellows, Senator Hillary Rodham Clinton. He also has a distinguished academic career and research career. Returning to his academic roots, Dr. Thrash is the founding funding partner and director of the Center for Molecular Research in Infectious Diseases. They have been successful in developing solutions to medical challenges by non-traditional approaches of looking at multiple potential solutions rather than backing one that is currently favored. In this way, they have differentiated themselves from many other major charities and foundations. John is married to Becca, who's in the audience, has one daughter, of whom they're both exceptionally proud. Pro-Chancellor, I present to you John Francis Thrash as the most eminently worthy of being admitted to an honorary degree, Doctor of Engineering of Swansea University.
John Francis Thrash, yn rhinwedd awdurdod a ymdriedwyd yn fy swyddogaeth i, yr wyf yn eich derbyn i radd Erin Rhydedd, doethir mewn Perianneg Prifysgol Abertawe, ac I holl freini ar anrhydedd hon, ac yna croesawu chi I gymrydoriaeth y brifysgol hon. John Francis Thrash, by virtue of the power invested in my office, I admit you to the honorary degree of Doctor of Engineering of Swansea University and to all the privileges of this distinction, and I welcome you to the fellowship of this university.